Hello everybody, welcome back to more Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. We are following Wendy, the mother hen. She searches for Stephen.
Come on, you stupid bastard. It's not now, come on. Ah, damn bloody thing! Jesus! Come on, not now! Jesus, come on, you bastard! Start, you bastard! Come on! Ah.
Rather like his mother, I'm not 100% convinced that I like Stephen. He does seem, even though his actions are very erratic, he does seem to be trying to solve the problem or, you know, fix the problem. He understands that whatever's happened started at the observatory, you know, the consequence of what his and Kate's work. He's very forceful, and I'm still not happy about the fact that it appears he was probably cheating on his wife.
Stephen! Stephen, are you here? It's your mother. Answer me. Stephen!
Must be Stephen and Kate's house.
What have you done, Stephen? Oh, Kate.
Oh, you actually have some concern for your daughter-in-law now. Hmm. 607.
There must be a logic to the pattern. It's shifting in response to me. It's alive. It's the only explanation.
Seems to be some sort of, don't necessarily want to say a sentinel AI, some sort of sentinel life form or life energy that's come from the skies, from the stars, from space, affecting various things and having a physical effect
Stephen,
upon
where's Kate?
the villagers.
Are you here?
I think that's probably the most logical explanation that I can find of, you know, some sort of energy. If you, up to this point, if you've made suggestions about what it could be in the comments and I haven't spoken about them, it's because I've recorded this in one sitting. I'm still sort of in my first sitting of playing it. That's how enjoyable this has been, so I won't have seen any of your comments up to this point. I will and should have been in the comment section discussing them with you though. So, but anything I put across in this point, at this point, isn't because I've seen anyone's comments or in response to anybody's comments. It's still my first response. It's still the first time that I've encountered these things. So, first sitting. I don't know how long I'm going to be here playing this tonight. It's an exceptionally good game.
Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us. You can come out now. It's all gonna be all right. I can hear the jets coming. It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here. This way.
So that's what the sky looked like. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think those jets were coming to rescue anybody. Holy crap, that's beautiful and terrifying. Oh my word. Oh. Gone dark. Are these embers? Souls? Fireflies? What are these lights? Footprints? What happened here? Holy. Now I can see why everyone was so concerned about the sky. Poor Wendy, I feel a bit... feel sorry for her now. That was one hell of a way to wrap up her story. She was a mother hen, but clearly she'd experienced loss, losing her husband in what was probably the war. She was clearly terrified of losing her son, and her son going off and marrying an American woman. She essentially lost her son, or thought that she'd lost her son. I feel like I've been a little bit harsh on her. Explains quite a bit of her actions.
done my time. They shouldn't keep on punishing me.
Some folk won't let go, Reese, and they've got nothing better to do than to poke their noses into other people's business. There's nothing you can do about it, son.
I'm doing a good job. I'm working hard. I swear, Mrs. Graves thinks I'll start nicking stuff if she turns her back for a second.
Liz is all right. She's one of the good ones.
Yeah, well, she's not exactly honest with her husband about what she gets up to.
None of that. You're angry about people judging you. Don't be so fast to judge others.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Keep your gob shut, your nose clean, and your head down. Do you think you can manage that?
Gob, nose, head. Got it.
And steer clear of that Rachel girl. If I've seen you two making eyes at each other, then so's her dad. And you don't want Sam Baker coming round after you. Now, pass me that socket spanner and we'll see if we can get this wheel back on.
Okay, so finally made it to the farm. Frank and it looks like his farmhand Reese, who had somewhat of a naughty boy past, by the looks of it. Just want to come back over this thing. I may not have seen this before, but there are public footpath things, and you can actually get up over things. So that might have been what I jumped over earlier on in the earlier part. It probably was. I've been told about the public footpaths. I want to check this road and see where everything is and where it leads. This area seems like it's going to be quite big. And, wow. After the incredible... I'm still quite stunned about how Wendy's section came to a finish. It really gave you an insight as to some of the things that they've been talking about in terms of the sky and what happened. The universe truly did appear to be okay, so that's Stephen's house. So we're just a little bit further along the road, but we went up obviously through that section of woodland, get down to the farm and meet up with Frank. Okay, I can see where I am now. Sam's daughter Rachel was not at home when Sam and Evie, I think her name was, decided to leave. Reese and Rachel have been making moon eyes at each other, and Frank is, I believe he's Stephen's uncle, from what I've inferred. If I'm mistaken, I'm sure I'll correct that as we learn more things. I thought he was Stephen's dad or Stephen's father, and that Mary, his wife, was Stephen's mother. I mean, she could have been Stephen's... No, I don't think she is. I was going to say he could have been Stephen's father. Hearing the radio. And Wendy could have been his second wife, but Wendy seemed to still be devastated about her husband's death, so...
All the power spiked with the last discharge and then went out again, and I could see the aurora dancing around Tower 6. At the same time, the headache intensified, and I think I began to hallucinate. Old and new memories are clashing and tumbling around me. We're on the cusp of a breakthrough. I can feel it.
I know it was probably said in an early part, and I'll have to go back and watch it to see exactly what the relation is. Definitely missed a trick there. But yes, Wendy was Stephen's mother. Stephen's father. Yeah, Stephen's father was
How best, Graham?
the guy that...
Morning, Frank.
You look a little out of breath. What's up?
Bloody observatory gates have failed. I came to see if I could borrow a ladder.
Bloody hell, there's a 12-foot drop the other side of that wall.
I'm old, but I'm not useless, no. Can I borrow the ladder?
No one said you were useless. Reese?
Aye, Frank?
Fetch Graham the ladder, will you, lad? It's round the side of the barn.
Will do.
And you be careful, I don't want Stephen Appleton coming mithering round here because you've broken your neck.
Yeah. It's definitely a relation to... It's not his father. Was his father's name Charlie or something? No, Charlie was... Charlie? I have no idea. There's been so many names, I've gotten all confused about them all. I will check in. It's because we saw that little flashback of Charlie and Frank going to the pub. I thought that Wendy's husband was Charlie and that he died. But it could have been an older flashback. I have no idea if I'm going in any particular order here. This area is so open and wide. Chances are I may miss things. I hope I don't. There is that windmill that I know that Barry was so fond of. He must have charged through this earlier part of that earlier part of the game to find the windmill. I want to see what these bombs are over here. Frank seems like a good man so far, from what I can see. A relation of Stephen, but definitely has his head on his shoulders. We've heard a little bit about him from the village, that he lost his wife Mary, and we know how that transpired. But he seems like quite the hard-working, diligent sort. It seems like that might be a gate I can get through over there. Like I said, good head on his shoulders, willing to give Reese a chance. Paternal advice here and there.
You never mentioned anything about them sickening yesterday.
I checked them last night on the way back and they were fine. I woke up this morning and the whole lot had gone. Tell me, Charlie, have you heard any birds today?
Well, I've not really been paying any attention.
A sister of mine reckons they're dropping out the sky all round the Wrekin. And Dr. Wade reckons there's sick folk all over the village.
Meg said not to bother trying to get deliveries out. Said to quarantine in the whole valley. I reckon it's best we just sit it out. It'll all come right, Frank.
This'll all come right?
Yeah, right. I am sorry about your cows, Frank. But when things settle down, they'll see you all right. There's got to be provision for this sort of thing.
You want to listen to the radio more? Things don't seem like they're settling down at all. I tell you, Charlie, something big is happening.
Yes. So Wendy is Frank's sister. I was right about that. And Charlie is not Wendy's husband. Charlie is a friend. Frank's by the looks of it. I can't remember what Wendy's husband was called now. There's been so many names here and there. Seems to be the big sort of story point. One of those, the light things that you have to shake are really tough. They seem to be a lot tougher than.
There you go.
Thanks, Frank. That should get it out of the way. I don't know what happened. It just died on me.
Give it another go.
Oh, I only just put petrol in it as well. Robert's taken the other car into town. I wish he'd get back. He promised me that he'd be back this morning.
You think he's off on another bender?
Oh, I can't police him all the time, Frank. He's not a child.
What's going on, Lizzie?
Nothing.
You're seeing Stephen again, aren't you? You two can't keep pithering on like this. If Robert hasn't already worked it out, he soon will.
Oh, not if he carries on drinking the way he is. Shit. Pardon my French, but bloody shitting thing, why won't it start?
Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Robert's Lizzie's husband. Was Robert the guy that crashed his truck into the river, into the stream? I think it was. There are points all over this place. I have no idea which ones I've seen and which ones I haven't, because I'm not entirely sure where we came into this. Okay, so that the very bottom one on the side, that's where we came in from Tipworth Forest. I've been up there, up there, up there on the road is where we are, and there should be 2 more down towards the windmill. I think I'm going around the right way towards the windmill. I think I've hit every marker. I'm not 100% sure. I seem to be picking up the story. I'd like to get to the windmill before I end this part. So, well, Frank seems a lot more practical than Wendy was. Wendy seemed to be driven a lot by her emotions and sort of by her own fear of being left alone. Turned her into a, you know, mother hen. But, Frank seems a lot more logical. Oh no, I'm not ready for Lizzie. Sorry, Lizzie. I'm not ready for you yet. I've obviously gotten a little bit ahead of myself. That scene there was probably bridged the gap between Frank and Lizzie. I want to go back because I want to see Frank's story. Sorry about that, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I said that was a big open area and I wasn't 100% sure that I was hitting all of the marks that I wanted to hit. Be nice if there's a footpath around here. This one? This is one. Here we go. So we have the windmill. There was a little house by the windmill that seemed to have another memory in it. It's a very pretty windmill.
Got the telescope up and running again, but the pattern has burnt itself onto the lens. It's soaking up light and radiation, but not routing it anywhere, so I can only guess that it's using it as an energy source in its attempts to communicate. It needs more power. I wonder if I could boost the reception by using multiple towers.
Okay. Sounds a bit dangerous there. 8. She got a little bit. I went to that one and that one. I don't think I hit this building. Windmill. Frank, it seems, has suffered as much loss as Wendy did, but seemed to hold himself together a little bit better. If anything, he was possibly a little bit of a pessimist. Got a little bit down about a few things, but didn't seem to get emotionally driven like Wendy. Start interfering in everybody else's business as much. Right, let's try this. It may take me a while.
Frank! Frank, for God's sake, stop!
Keep back, you bastard. I know what you've done.
Where's Lizzie? Where is she? I've got to find her.
You stay away. Someone's got to warn them. Someone's got to stop it.
You can't stop it. You have to understand. You hate me, I get that. But if we don't do this, it's not just the valley, it's everything, Frank. It's all gone.
You're talking bollocks.
You can't stop it! Jesus!
You take one step closer, I'll bash your bloody skull in, I swear to God.
All right, I'm going. But if you see Lizzie, tell her to get out. There's still time. Please, Frank. For her, not me.
If you're that bloody caring, you can save her yourself.
Don't you get it? I have to stay. Someone has to be here to confirm that everyone is dead.
Well, I think we already saw as much, that there was no real love lost between Frank and Stephen in previous conversations. But, he is definitely not Stephen's fan. I'm still unsure of what I think about Stephen. I think he's trying to not necessarily make things right, but he's trying to do the right thing. You know, clearly it was maybe not so much his fault, but clearly it was his and Kate's work and Kate's enthusiasm for the discovery and that sort of thing that led to all of this happening. So he feels, you know, he feels the guilt and responsibility for it and wants to try and put it right, but you know, it doesn't look like he can put it right, but at least be the one to step up and say, this is what happened, you know, I did this. So yeah, doesn't seem the most likable of fellows at times, but you've got to admire his what's the word I'm looking for, his dignity, his practicality, his there's a word that I'm looking for, a specific word. His morality, I suppose. You know, his ability to step up and, you know, say that culpability, I guess. There is a specific word that I was looking for and I can't think of it. You are here. We made it to the lighthouse. Okay, this is gonna wrap up Frank's story. Ties in well with Lizzie, who we've already seen. Will come next. Frank seemed to be quite fond of Lizzie and was advising her to be careful about her choice in. Well, I can't get into here. Choice in the men. Right, go all the way around. I think there's something in here. I can hear something. There's a darkening. Clouds. We're finally getting to see some cloud cover. Strange why this would be here for no reason other than being a landmark, I guess. Maybe it's just the path through back to where Lizzie is. Right, well, I think this is probably a good spot to call it. That is one hell of a windmill. Once again, thank you for watching. Please come back to see more of this game because it's It's definitely one that's got me. I'm still I've been doing this in one sitting, so you can see how much that I've wanted to play, and I just want to get through it. So it's pretty incredible. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care.